If you want to learn how to play Disney Lorcana or at least get started, this is a quick 5-minute video to get you into it. Also, tune in at the very end because Rare Candy has sponsored a booster box giveaway of a box of Winter Spell. Hopefully I can give it to you. Let's go. To start playing Disney Lorcana, you need to understand the cards. There are 4 types of cards in this game: actions, locations, items, and characters. These 3 primarily act as spice, while characters are the vast majority of cards in your deck. So let's focus on those. In the top left corner here is a symbol that indicates if the card is inkable or not, as well as the cost to play this card. Ink is the resource system for Lorcana, but we'll get into that later. Next, you will see under the art is the ink color for this card. Lorcana has 6 ink colors that we will break down in our next section. Over here, we have the strength and willpower icons that let you know how much damage this card can deal and how much damage it can take. Next, we have the lore symbol. It indicates how much lore this character can gain every time it quests. Lore is the winning point system in Lorcana that we'll get into later as well. And lastly is the text box here that holds special effects for the card as well as some fun flavor text. Now that you have a general picture of Lorcana cards, let's get into understanding your deck. There are a few rules you need to know to understand your deck. Rule number 1 is that a deck can consist of 1 or 2 different ink types. This means that you can't have 3 or more different colors of cards in your deck. Rule number 2, you must have a minimum of 60 cards in your deck. And rule number 3, you can only have a maximum of 4 copies of any singular card in your deck. Additionally, I have 2 guidelines to make sure your deck is fun to play. Guideline number 1, have cards in your deck of varying cost to ensure you have cards you can play every turn. Don't just put only the big strong ones in. And guideline number 2, be sure that the majority of the cards in your deck are inkable. If too many are uninkable, you will find you can't build up your resource pool, known as the inkwell, in order to play cards and have fun. Now that you understand your deck, let's learn how to start your first game. First, you and your opponent will find a way to decide who goes first. Once decided, each of you will shuffle and offer your deck to your opponent to cut. Each player then draws 7 cards and will enter the alter phase. It is at this time that each player can remove any number of cards from their starting hand, beginning with the first player. Then each player will draw back up to 7 cards and once again shuffle, making sure to include all of the removed cards from their original hand. This alter phase allows players to try to improve their starting hand however they see fit. After each player once again gets to cut their opponent's deck, the game may begin. As a note, the player going first does not get to draw on their first turn, but will get to draw on the start of their other turns. This helps balance the benefit of going first. Now that we know how to start a game, it's time to understand what you can do on your turn. To begin your turn, Lorcana follows the adage, ready, set, draw. You start your turn by readying any of your turned or exerted cards in play. Then you get set by resolving any start of turn abilities. And lastly, draw to kick off your turn. But if it's your first turn, you won't have any cards to ready or set. And if you're going first, you won't get to draw. On your first turn, the first thing you can do is ink a card. This is taking an inkable card from your hand, revealing it to your opponent, then placing it face down into your inkwell. This card is now ink and no longer accessible to you, but is used as a resource to play other cards. Simply exert this ink and now you can play a 1-cost card. Characters, when first played, cannot take any actions but must wait to dry until the next turn. And thus, each subsequent turn is spent inking and playing cards in order to overcome your opponent, which leads us next to learn how to win a game of Lorcana. Excluding some extenuating factors, the main way to win is to reach 20 lore before your opponent. To reach 20 lore, your characters can quest by exerting them to gain lore as shown on the card. Similarly, locations can gain you lore during the start of your turn, and varying actions and items can gain you lore as well. The interesting thing is, Lorcana is not just a blind race to 20. Players can disrupt, mitigate their opponent's game plan with all different kinds of tactics. You can challenge your opponent's characters or use actions to remove them from play, or even steal some of your opponent's lore. The amount of options and complexity make this game a lot more like chess than checkers, and it's why I love it so much. And now that you have the basics down and how to play, I hope you can enjoy your first game of Lorcana and love it all the more just as I have. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope this was helpful to you. And if you would like a chance at the booster box, the Winter Spell one given to us by Rare Candy, just jump into the description below. There is a link there that you can follow. They'll take you right where you need to go to enter to win it. Once again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day.